Oh boy, now we're cooking! Digimon BeatBreak episode 2 follows the last one immediately, as we now start off with Reina and Makoto as they're catching up with Tomoro, who by the way had finally kind of reached some sort of partnership with Gekkomon and was about to fight the Hayamon. So that battle happens and it is really cool, the animation really well done, again even more of what we got to see last episode, but now obviously we get to see Gekkomon move about. As Reina and Makoto catch up with Tomoro, the second Hayamon shows up from behind and pins him down. That's where we learn that this one had eaten his brother's E-Pulse, and the other one had eaten his classmates. But before this Hayamon could digivolve and cause even more damage, a very powerful mysterious Digimon shows up and steals the Sapatama and then just leaves. Even after Kyo shows up and it seems like he and Murasamemon will be able to stop them, the mysterious ape Digimon, apparently it's something like that, disappears. So we've got a mystery on our hands. We cut to the next day as Tomoro and Gekkomon wake up inside of Glowing Dawn's base, and this is where he actually gets the formal introduction to all these characters. Reina's a bit of a pushy tomboy, and Makoto handles all the tech stuff, and Kyo sort of acts as the older brother, who sort of takes care of him and cooks all the food, which we find out that in this series Digimon don't need to eat, being able to sustain themselves on E-Pulse, though Gekkomon is ready to eat anything even though it won't actually fill his belly. So yeah, we're getting a lot of interesting information this episode, especially as we find out that Tomoro's older brother is still alive, though he's in the hospital completely unresponsive with cold heart, which as we heard a little about last episode is what happens when a Digimon consumes a person's E-Pulse. So there may actually be a chance of getting his brother back to normal if they can track down that big Digimon that stole the Sapatama. So yeah, like I said, I really like how this one is setting things up and kind of giving us some goals to work toward eventually, even though for the moment it seems like Tomoro doesn't really want to join Glowing Dawn, but apparently he can't even really escape them, because when he's back home he encounters a group of other cleaners who give us even more exposition, letting us know that when a Digimon spawns from a Sapatama, the Ministry is supposed to show up, confiscate both the Sapatama and the Digimon, but if that doesn't happen, a bounty is placed on them that cleaners can then collect, so sort of an interesting way of keeping peace amongst Digimon in this world. And we get a little quick fight as Reina and Makoto show up and kind of intimidate them out of the way, so where we end off the episode, Tomoro basically has to join Glowing Dawn or else a bunch of those people are going to keep chasing him, and while I wouldn't say he is completely bonded with Gekkomon just yet, he's kind of taken a bit of a liking to him. So I think this is a really good second episode, following the last one, introducing a lot of new information, sending our characters where they should be, and giving us an idea of where the series is going to go from here. I do also like Tomoro as a character. He is a bit of a reluctant hero right now, but you can tell that he really just wants a peaceful life and wants to save his brother, but also in joining Glowing Dawn, it's going to allow him to make even more friends and even more connections. And Gekkomon is a really funny Digimon as well. Not completely moral, definitely very mischievous, and seemingly only wanting to be with Tomoro to feed off of his E-Pulse a little. They kind of have a funny partnership becoming this offbeat duo, but I think it is a great fit for the world of Digimon BeatBreak, especially alongside the other characters. So I'm really excited to see even more.